This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the memories of Mike Howe, Joey Jordison, and Dusty Hill, who passed away this week. Rest in peace. What's up, everybody? It's Keefy. You're watching the weekly ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get it on! In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult Magazine. We kick this week's features off with a bang as we talk to Peter Taatgren of Pain and Hypocrisy, all about Pain's new singles, Party in My Head, and their cover of Rolling Stone's Gimme Shelter. We also talk to music industry legend Michael Alago, who once again returns to our interview chair. We talked to him all about his recent memoirs, we talked about the shows he's most excited about, and young bands he's really hype on. We also talked to another legend, Dee Snider. His brand new album, Leave a Scar, is out this week from Napalm Records, and he's also got an awesome live stream event you do not want to miss. And now, the news rundown. We start this week's news off with a heavy heart as we have to mourn the loss of metal church singer and heavy metal legend Mike Howe. Mike was just 55 years old and died suddenly and unexpectedly earlier this week in his home of Eureka, California. Although no cause of death has been revealed as of yet, police in Eureka, California have reported that there was no foul play and no evidence of drugs or alcohol related to Mike's death. Still, this is a deeply sad loss, and we send our condolences to his family, friends, and bandmates at this time. We were also devastated to learn of the passing of Joey Jordison, formerly of Slipknot, at age 46. No cause of death has been revealed, and Joey's family has asked for privacy at this time. Although he had been battling health issues in years past, apparently he was well at this time and working on music, in addition to Slipknot, which he departed several years ago, somewhat acrimoniously. He had been in bands such as Murder Dolls, Synesium, Vimic, and many other projects. A legendary Roadrunner United album, Rest in Power, Joey. We also have to bring you the sad news of the passing of Dusty Hill of ZZ Top. He was age 72 and he died in his sleep at his home in Texas. We're deeply saddened by this loss. Hill was a titanic and influential artist in rock and blues, with over 50 years in ZZ Top, as well as becoming pop culture icons with the band in television, movies, and commercials. We send our sympathies out to ZZ Top family, friends, and fans at this time. And now, let's get into some tour news. In an update to fans, Psycho Las Vegas announced on social media that some bands on this year's festival may also face issues making it into the country, specifically because of visa problems. Some of those bands include Emperor, Watain, Mayhem, Satyricon, Crippled Black Phoenix, and more. Visa requests were put in obviously previously. There's a travel ban on still in place and enforced. So some of those bands are going to have to get a special waiver to come in from countries such as Sweden and Norway. But of course, we're desperate to get these bands here in the States. If they can't make it in for this year, hopefully they can get rebooked for 2022. The festival says that they will add other bands to replace these bands, but in the meantime, this situation bears watching. Slipknot has announced Knotfest Los Angeles, a companion event to their Knotfest Iowa taking place in September. This will take place in November at Bank of California Stadium and feature huge bands like Bring Me the Horizon, Fever 333, Killswitch Engage, Code Orange, Vended, and many more at an all-day, single-day event. Slipknot will headline. It's going to be killer. And perhaps we're going to get even more Knotfest events and festivals really soon. Already teaming up for a co-headline tour, Sevendust and Tremonti will join Chris Daughtry's band Daughtry for tour dates also this year. Really exciting, active rock bands. Tremonti has a new record on the way. Daughtry has a new record. Sevendust just released their new record last fall. Super exciting stuff. King Woman's new album is out today, Celestial Blues, on Relapse Records, and we just wanted to inform you that tickets are moving fast and selling out for her handful of shows to celebrate this release. Also on tour this summer, Brit Floyd, the amazing ultimate Pink Floyd live concert experience and tribute band. They put on an amazing show. I've seen them myself in the past. They're on tour all this summer in tremendous venues. They put on a huge stage show faithful to the Pink Floyd sound and visuals, and you don't want to miss it, especially if you never saw the band back in the day. Former Queensryche singer Geoff Tate has booked a headline tour of Europe early next year, in which he will play all of Empire and Rage for Order, two classic Queensryche releases. Geoff mining those glory days, but let's face it, that's what people want to hear. Two killer underground labels in the UK have teamed up for an amazing all-dayer festival in Europe. That is New Heavy Sounds and APF Records, and the bands on that all-dayer include Beggar, Gravelines, Battalions, Limb, Wasted Death, Cold in Berlin, Indica Blues, and personally my favorite on the bill, Sky Valley Mistress. Rock band Saul, who released a new record recently, has booked a whole headline tour of the Midwest. Go check those guys out. The first full-fledged tour this summer was the Summerland Tour, Everclear's headline tour featuring Living Colour and Hoobastank and Wheatus. By popular demand, they have had to add more dates to that tour. Go check it out right now at everclear.com or Summerland Tour's website or Live Nation. Taking it way back, Boston hardcore legends Sam Black Church, Only Living Witness, and STOMPBOX will get together for a big show this October at the Paradise Rock Club in Boston. That show is definitely going to sell out. You want to get your tickets. They are on sale, I believe, today, so check them out. After 127 years as a guitar company, Gibson Guitars has now launched Gibson Records, and they have announced that their very first signing and their very first release on the label is going to be Slash, featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Holy crap! Slash has been on a subsidiary of Roadrunner Records for a long time, and really cool that he has teamed up. He's already a brand ambassador for Gibson. Myles Kennedy plays Gibsons also. The band is killer. We're very much looking forward to a new Slash album. And of course, congrats to Gibson on Gibson Guitars. Get hype! Major news from Dream Theater. They have announced their brand new album after a bunch of teasing on social media. A View from the Top of the World is coming out in October from Inside Out Music, who's put out their last few albums. The band spent the lockdown year working on this new record, creating and writing this concept album. They dropped the album cover, which is gorgeously illustrated by ICYMI, their longtime partner on these things. They dropped the track listings and the track lengths, which matters to music prog nerds. So, all you prog snobs, get your money ready. I'm sure we're going to get a new single, a video, and a pre-order really soon. Nu metal legends Mudvaye have shared a teaser of them in the studio rehearsing for their upcoming spate of festival headline spots. One of the most anticipated records of 2021 is Rivers of Nile's new album, The Work, coming soon from Metal Blade Records, and they dropped their brand new single and video, Clean, which you can watch now. The album artwork was revealed, created by Dan Seagraves, a legendary metal artist, and they dropped their track listing and a whole bunch of other content and a pre-order, all on sale right now from Metal Blade Records. Smashing Pumpkins has given an update on their expansive new album expected next year via an interview with guitarist Jeff Schroeder. He was talking about his new EP, his first solo release, and he discussed the Pumpkins album, which is supposedly going to have 33 new songs on a double album. It's apparently in line with some of the Pumpkins' best work, according to him. And so we're very pumped to see what happens with this new Pumpkins release. I said Pumpkins like 80 times right there, and actually whenever I think of Pumpkins, I really think of Halloween. But okay. Dave Mustaine of Megadeth has been leaking all kinds of information about the new Megadeth record on Cameo. He joined the service, which is basically a shout-out video app where people can buy messages from celebrities. Dave joined the app. He originally was charging $75 a message, and then it went up to $150 and then $300, so clearly the demand is there for Dave. He gave a recent Cameo birthday wish out to a fan named Joe, and confirmed the title of the new Megadeth record, which is definitely going to be The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, and he played a teaser of the title track. Sounds like an album opener or some kind of interlude before the main song kicks in. So not anything juicy to talk about, but supposedly this new Megadeth record is going to be really killer. Perhaps Steve DiGiorgio has been rumored to be the new bassist of Megadeth, at least recorded on the album. We'll find out in time. Of course, David Ellefson is out of the band after his sex scandal, and Dave Mustaine also said on Cameo not too long ago that David will never return to the band, which is unfortunate. Rockers in Red Fang have announced a live stream concert event in their hometown of Portland, Oregon, at Mississippi Studios, a legendary studio, tonight, and it's only $5. You'd be doing yourself a disservice if you love riffs and you love Red Fang to not watch it. Jinjer has dropped a brand new single and video, the very expressive Mediator from their upcoming album Wallflowers, due next month from Napalm Records. Mediator's a banger, check it out. Post-hardcore legends Quicksand's new album is right around the corner, due out on August 13th from Epitaph Records, and they have dropped a new single to all streaming platforms. Brushed is a killer new song. It's right off their new album Distant Populations, which you can pre-order right now, and the band has also booked a big headline tour as well. Low-key supergroup Satanic Planet has dropped a brand new video for their song Strangers off of their recently released debut self-titled album, out now on 31G Records. The group includes heavy hitter names like Dave Lombardo and Luke Henshaw and Justin Pearson, but also Lucien Graves from the Church of Satan is their vocalist. Killer stuff. Blacktop Mojo has dropped a brand new video for their song Wicked Woman from their upcoming self-titled album, an independent release due in mid-August. We love those guys. We've interviewed the band before a bunch of times, and we're big fans of Blacktop Mojo. If you love traditional, bluesy, original rock and grunge, you will love Blacktop Mojo, and we hope to interview the band very soon. And finally in the news, symphonic metal legends Torn Between Two Worlds have released their third single, an incredible cover of Adele's classic pop song, Hello. It is an emotional, incredible ballad, and Sarah Jezebel Davis' voice just crushes the track, and it's also got great instrumentation from her partner and composer, Chris Fenn. Great job on this cover. We're looking for more new music from Torn Between Two Worlds as soon as they can. I shit you not. Unbelievable stories you can't make up. We talk about an artist we have never discussed before at Ghost Cult. Rap star Young Thug did a Tiny Desk concert for NPR, and he did it with a full backing band, and he did punk versions of some of his songs, including a guest spot from Travis Barker of Blink-182. Gosh, that guy is everywhere. I didn't know Young Thug was a big punk fan, but apparently he is. Awesome. And now for a look at who rules its streaming. Got an amazing cover from 2 Minutes to Late Night, Where Is My Mind, made famous by the Pixies, and of course you know the song from the end of Fight Club, but this cover is amazing. We got a video appearance from Orange Cassidy from AEW Wrestling, sick, and the cover also features members of Touché Amore, Vane, Pup, Bloodbather, God's Hate, and of course the host himself, Arsenio Hall.
And now for a look at some of the music on New Music Friday. Amnesia Eterna, Malditos, Brutal Records, Axel Rudy Pell, Diamonds Unlocked 2, SPV and Steamhammer, Big Train, Common Ground, English Electric, Breathless re-release, Relics from the Crypt, Chunk, no Captain Chunk, Gone Are the Good Days, Fearless Records, Dee Snider, Leave a Scar, Napalm Records, Fate's Hand EP, Dying Victims, Fetid Zombies, Transmutations, Transcending Obscurity, The 500, A World on Fire, Long Branch Records, Hexorcist, Evil Reaping Death, Memento Mori, Ingested, The Surreptition 2, Unique Leader Records, Karloff, The Appearing, Dying Victims, King Woman, Celestial Blues, Relapse Records, No/Suffer, The Great Dying EP, Silent Pendulum, Lantlos, Wildhund, Prophecy Productions, Lunar Funeral, Road to Siberia, Helter Skelter, Marta Gabriel, Metal Queens, Listenable Records, Moon Machine, Self Records, Nuclear Revenge, Dawn of the Primitive Age, Held Prod, OSI, Free Re-Release, OSI, Office of Strategic Influence Re-Release, Metal Blade Records, Praise the Plague, The Obsidian Gate, Life Force Records, A Sea of Dead Trees, Garmonbosia, Trep Nation, Stress Angel, Bursting Church, Dying Victims, Swallow the Sun, 20 Years of Gloom, Beauty, and Despair, Live in Helsinki, Century Media Records, Tragedy, Disco Balls to the Wall, Napalm Records, Underdark, Our Bodies Burn Bright on Reentry, Surviving Sounds and Tridroid, Wall, Volume 2, APF Records, Zalpen, Sauken Joe re-release, Black Lodge Records.
And now for a look in our mailbag. This week's mailbag features this awesome vinyl from the Ramones, live at the Triple J Wireless. This is a record from 41 years ago, and it's an awesome soundboard recording of the band at the height of their powers in the early 80s. All their classic hits are represented on here. This is an amazing find. It was a Record Store Day exclusive for Record Store Day Drops 2. I hunted all over for this thing, but I found it at Thrill House Records. Shout out to Thrill House Records. We'll put a link to their store in the description below. The other item in our mailbag this week is this amazing Selena and Slayer mashup shirt that I got off of Etsy. If you didn't know, there's a ton of cool metal stuff on Etsy for you to get patches and stickers and shirts and all kinds of stuff and support small businesses and underground artists just like Ghost Cult. Really cool stuff. This shirt's hysterical. It's awesome. It's kind of the way I can have a Slayer shirt and a Selena shirt at the same time, because anything for Selena's and Slayer. They also have a black metal version of this shirt. I'm going to link the store below, and you can check them out and maybe buy a shirt from them and tell them Ghost Cult sent you. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. Thanks for watching. GhostCultMag.com is a small business, so thanks for supporting us. Smash that like and subscribe button, drop a comment, share with a friend. We appreciate it. As we say every week at this juncture, it's a tough time in the world, so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay fucking metal.